What's up everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now I've tested out a lot of tripods over the last few years and I'm always on the lookout for a better one that is not only versatile, but is also portable and can easily move around with me, especially now that I travel a lot. Now in today's video, we're going to be checking out this Marchpower 63-inch auto face tracking tripod. Now it promises 360-degree auto tracking, gesture control, built-in lighting, and even TikTok remote functions, all in one package. That sounds cool, right? Well, let's talk about how it really stacks up and if this will be one of the new gadgets that I'll be carrying around with me when I travel for tech conferences and shows year-round. Okay, so straight out of the box, you do get the tripod itself. In addition to that, you also get a detachable and rechargeable remote control and a built-in 3-color LED light module. The package also does come with this USB-A to USB-C charging cable, as well as this nylon drawstring carrying bag. Now, the very first thing that I noticed was how compact this tripod folds down. It looks actually kind of like a ray gun if you stare at it, and it measures about 11 inches, so it definitely fits into a backpack pretty easily. Now, what's nice about this tripod is that it can extend all the way to 63 inches, which is taller than a lot of entry-level tripods, making it perfect for full body shots, workout videos, or even wide travel vlogs, especially if you're traveling alone. Okay, so let's talk really quickly about some of the key features of this tripod. First, you've got 360-degree auto face and body tracking. Now, Marchpower says this tripod uses progressive AI tech and it's been through 8,000 sensor tests. Now, in my practical use over the last couple of weeks, it's been surprisingly smooth. If I pace around the room or shift off to the side, the tripod actually swivels to keep me centered. No extra apps, no Bluetooth syncing, it just works. In addition to that, it's also got smart gesture control. Now here's where it gets fun. You make an OK sign with your hand and it starts recording. Flash an open palm and it pauses and stops tracking. It actually feels like you're training your camera to obey hand signals, kind of like a puppy, which I think is pretty awesome if you're shooting solo. The head of this tripod rotates 360 degrees, it tilts 270 degrees, and it's got a balanced handle for fine adjustments, and also if you prefer manual control. Plus, the 1/4 screw means you can swap in a GoPro, a small camera, or even attach another light if you need more setup options. Or if you're someone who likes to dual record using your cell phone and another video device, you can also do that with this tripod. In addition to that, there is also 3-color lighting modes with a built-in LED light. It comes with a rechargeable light that gives you warm, white, or natural tones, and they've got adjustable levels of brightness. Now, in complete transparency and just being completely honest, it isn't the best light, but honestly, for quick TikToks or Zoom calls, this little light is a lifesaver. It's not studio grade, but it does add just enough polish when you're in low light situations. In addition to that, it's also got this detachable remote control for TikTok. Now, this included remote lets you control TikTok scrolling, likes, and recording without touching your phone. Now, if you stream or create content regularly, that's a small feature with a big convenience factor that allows for a lot of flexibility. And then from a build quality and stability standpoint, this tripod is made of aluminum alloy and it feels super solid. What I found over the last 3 weeks of using this is that the 3-leg umbrella style skeleton keeps it stable indoors, and it also handled just fine outdoors on level ground. Now again, being completely honest, at full extension, this tripod is not completely rock solid. But if you're using phones under the 0.5 kilogram weight limit, or even cameras under that weight limit, it's completely stable enough for casual and content creator use, and it's something that you can definitely use if you're on the go and need something lightweight and full featured. Now again, I've been using this tripod for the last couple of months, and after using it for various mediums, whether it's vlogging, live streams, and even some Zoom calls, here's what I really like about this tripod. It actually frees you up and is great for solo filming. You can move naturally without being glued to the center of the frame, and it does a pretty good job of keeping you on screen. Also, gesture controls I think work great, and it feels very natural. Since I've been using this tripod, it has never made a mistake identifying and following gestures. It's also got a tall reach at 63 inches maxed out, which makes it very versatile for pretty much everything from selfies to group shots. And then the 3 lighting modes from the built-in LED, albeit small, definitely adds polish without needing an extra ring light. This tripod is also super portable and folds up to be just 11 inches, weighing 1.4 pounds. And then finally, the remote TikTok controls are a fun little bonus if that's your thing. Now, let's really quickly talk about some of the drawbacks, because this thing definitely is not perfect. And if you're looking for the perfect tripod, these are the things you should consider. First is charging frustrations. It comes with one single USB-C cable, which sounds fine, right? Except the tracking base, the light, and the remote all need charging separately, which means you're basically rotating that single cable between 3 different features. Now honestly, it would have been way nicer if Marchpower just gave us 3 cables, or even better, 1 unified charging system. Now, it's not a deal breaker, but it's definitely an inconvenience that you'll have to consider. It also isn't much of an issue if you're like me and have tons of USB-C cables laying around. And then second is stability at full height. At 63 inches, especially outdoors, it can feel a little top heavy, especially if you are using larger cameras or DSLRs. Indoors is fine, but if you're filming on uneven ground or a gusty, windy area, just be careful. And then third is lighting power. The built-in light is good for casual shots, but it definitely won't replace a proper ring light. Now, if you're serious about content creation, you'll probably still want a dedicated light setup, which will work wonders in dark areas. And then finally, remote works. While the remote is cool, some users have reported occasional lag or desync issues, especially when scrolling around in TikTok. Now, it's not broken, it's just not 100% seamless. Now, to be fair, in my case, it didn't run into any of these issues, but when I'm buying something, I like to consider all the feedback when making a purchase. So, in my tests, where does this tripod shine? Well, if you're a solo content creator, or you're someone who produces fitness videos, cooking demos, unboxing videos alone, like myself, this is definitely a lifesaver. For live stream, it feels pro because you can move around naturally without awkward cutoffs. Now, during my tests, I also used it for a family video call, and everyone stayed in frame without me constantly having to adjust, which was huge. Now, on the other hand, if you are filming outdoors in windy conditions or you need a pro level type of stability, this definitely won't replace a heavier tripod. And then finally, if you're someone who is looking for a low cost, full featured tripod that costs under $50 and works great all around, this is one you should definitely consider. Sure, it does have a few quirks, but it's nothing that I, and probably you, can't live without, especially given the affordable price tag. At around $46, it's competitively priced. Now, if you think about it, regular tripods in that range don't have AI tracking or even gesture control. Alternatives like gimbals are great, but they usually cost more and are less tripod-like. So in terms of bang for your buck, Marchpower positioned this smartly in the affordable but feature-packed lane. So it's definitely something that you should consider if you're looking for something that's affordable. Now, overall, this Marchpower 63-inch auto face tracking tripod is a solid, fun, and a surprisingly useful piece of gear for creators, streamers, or even just casual users who want better framing on calls and videos. The separate charging is my biggest gripe, but if you can work around that, the freedom it gives you on camera is definitely worth it. Now, would I recommend it? Definitely yes, especially if you're looking for a portable solution under $50 and you want something that feels like a mini camera assistant. Just pair it with a multi-port USB-C charger and you're good to go. Okay guys, that's my honest take for this 63-inch tripod from Marchpower. If you found this video helpful, please support this channel by smashing that like button and subscribing for more unboxings and real-world reviews. And please also let me know in the comments your thoughts. Would you use this tripod that follows you around, or does it feel a little too robot sidekick for your taste? Also, let me know if you have other recommendations that I should try out and consider. I always want to hear your feedback. Now, if you want one of these for yourself, I'll leave a link to it in the description section below, along with any discount codes that I have. So definitely check it out if you're looking for a tripod. And as usual, until next time, stay creative, and I'll see you in the next one.